Looks good. It's good enough. Super molecular. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Just want to make sure that you guys can see everything. So, basically, usually with these tutorials or coding exercises, it has things already in here, but today it just left it blank because day 6 is let's review. My YouTube channel, if you want to see days 1 through 5, it is there on a playlist, and 6 and 7 will be added later. Anywho, for day 6, for Let's Review, the objective of today is that we will expand our knowledge of strings, combining it with what we have already learned about loops. So loops was in the previous video. Thank you, Corpus C, for following on Twitch. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. And thanks for watching. We're just going through 2 coding exercises today, which is day 6 and day 7, just to kind of get through the 30 days here. So we're kind of doubling it up. But back to today's objective. Today we'll expand our knowledge of strings, combining it with what we have already learned about loops. Again, if you follow me on YouTube, Stellity Coder, I have 1 through 5 on there. Also on HackerRank, there's a tutorial here about strings that could help you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for following me. I hope you're having a good day. Are you having a good day? Let me know. Corpus C. Let's see. So, the task is given a string S. It's the HR one that has the clash. Is HR the one that has the Clash of Code game? I'm not sure. HackerRank? I don't think HackerRank has that. I think that's what is it called? I have to think about it. Code a Karen. I don't know how to code a Karen BB8, but we'll figure that out one day later on down the line. I don't think HackerRank has Clash of Code. I believe that's the other coding platform, which I forgot what it's called, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Saturday Night Live is when we do that. So let's see. It says given a string S, length of n that is indexed from 0 to n. Print the even indexes and odd. Basically, we're not going to read through all this. What they're saying is that a user, you, will enter in a list of letters, a word, a string is what it's called. And what's going to happen is that when you input that information, the program is going to divide the word into 2 sections. So on one side it's going to be like even numbers, on the other side it's going to be odd numbers. And you're probably like, well, if you're doing letters, how are we dividing it up in numbers? Basically, each letter has its own index of a number. So for example, for hacker, if you typed in the word hacker, it will divide the word hacker up so that all the letters that fall equal to even numbers go on one side, and all the letters that go to odd numbers go on the other side. I'm sorry, I don't mean to speak 2 big words for you, but basically we're just taking a word, dividing it in half, putting some letters on this side, putting other letters on the other side. And we're going to count 0 as an even number, even though 0 is 0, but in this case it's going to be even. And we're going to do this twice, so we're going to have 2 inputs. The sample input is going to be hacker, and the other one's going to be rank. And this is the output that we are expecting. We are expecting the A, H, the C, and the E to be on one side, because the H has a 0, it has a 2, and it has a 4. Science words and people words. I'm gonna break it down. So then on the other side, it will have the A, the K, and the R. So that's your odd numbers or your odd letters. Codegame.com, that's what it is. Thanks, Corpusy. I need to get into that. I mean, it's a little easier to do like a coding, learning it in a gaming situation, but I forgot all about it. Anywho, so basically we're just gonna make a program that's going to divide the words that are entered in here. It's telling us that we pretty much need to start this from scratch, which is something that we don't usually do, but we're gonna do it today. So it says that the input format. So the first line is an integer. An integer is just a number. So it's saying that I'm gonna call it test. And I'll explain what I'm typing in a sec. Range, if I can spell. Test cases. Stop it. Go in there. Alright. So basically, what we're saying is that for elements in the range of the test cases, so for anything that's within the number that you put in here. What is this? Hey, KM. This is Python. I'm doing a little Python exercise with HackerRank right now because I've been slacking. It's coding. You know some words, not many. That's okay. Alright. So this is for I in range test cases. I is pretty much just an element. I could have named this numbers for numbers that are in the test cases, but I just called it I. It's just best practice with Python. So with a solid B, that's good. That's a good grade actually. So for I in range of test cases, we want them to be able to put in a word, which is a string, which is S. So where are we at? All right, it says the first line contains an integer. Boom. It's going to be number 2. That's their sample, which is the number of test cases. And each line of T contains a string. So the string is going to be this, which should be capital S, but again, I don't know why they did that. That's weird. So this is going to be the string or word that the user inputs or enters. That would make more sense. So basically, this is the string. So you're saying computer pops up and it's like, enter your test case, and you're like, there's going to be 2 of them, or enter, yeah, and then it's going to be like, well, what words are you putting in? And then you're going to put in the words. You can't put more than what it's asking, so you can't put in 3 words, 4 words, 5 words. You have to put in 2. That's what this is for. All right, bet. So here comes the part where we have to divide the words. So it's like, how is that going to happen? So I'm going to name another variable. It's going to be even index. And this is going to be the space. And another one's going to be odd. All right. That's just so that we can separate the thing, okay? Next up, let's move this down. That doesn't go there. Stop it. Okay, for the element, that's the string element in range test string. So we're saying for anything that is entered, for any word that is entered in the test string, that's what we're saying. Oh, they removed the game. That's not good. If the element is even, so if even, and basically what this means is that if the element that's inside of the test string, if you divide it by 2, it's going to equal 0. Meaning, if you have this word right here, which the H equals a 0, the S is 1, 2, 3, 4. If you divide the numbers by 2, it's going to give you 0. So if you divide 0 divided by 2, it's going to leave 0 because that's what it equals, if that makes sense. That's how you determine if it's even, if the remainder is 0. So we're gonna pull in the even index, which is the variable that we made. This is like, no, I want test string. What this means is that if the element is even, we're gonna make sure that it's on the even side of what we're separating here, which is this right here. Else, which means other than, we're gonna have odd. So if it's not even, then it's odd. And we're gonna add it to the odd side of the test string. Okay, so that's all good and dandy. You pretty much have the program. It's, let's put odd, if odd, add to right side, if even, no, add to left side. And that doesn't say add at all, does it? Alright, so you have the program. Basically, the user's inputs how many words they're going to put in, or test cases. From here, you're going to go through the test cases. You're going to say, how many are there? Okay, there are 2. Bet. That means that this input right here should only be 2 words. This is how many words you're going to use. This is the words that you're going to put in. This is going to provide us with spaces in between the words so that we can divide them in half. This is going to determine if the words, the indexes or the letters of the words, if they fall within the even or if they fall within the odd. So from here, even though we made all this code, you have to have a way for everybody to see it. So you have to print it out. What I like to do is it's like a format. Okay. Format pretty much is like an easier way, kind of like if you're using Microsoft Word or somebody and you're formatting things so that everything can fit into one line. So basically what I'm doing is setting it up so that the words can be, this is going to be the even, this is going to be the odd, and then there's going to be spaces in between each of them. So we have even, odd. So you're going to print even side and odd side. Alright. There's a bunch of other fun party games on browser. Oh, let me know what they are. I will definitely, we can check them out for Saturday, BB8S. So, based off of all of this, which I know it's like confusing and it's like, what is she talking about? But does anyone have any questions in the chat? Because I can definitely clear something up. Let me know. Point it out. Be like, what does that mean? If not, why did I ever try JavaScript before Python? I don't know, Super Molecular 30. I had suggested Python because it's simpler. Do you eat pineapple on pizza? Yes, I do. I think it's amazing, Corpusy. It's so good. With chicken. I don't know. What I like about Python is the fact that there isn't like semicolons. It's pretty much straightforward. That's what I like about it. Let's run this code though. Runtime error. Where are we at? Oh, hold up. Hold up. Where do we mess up at? Let's see. We got test cases, input. This is here. Do I need to make sure that this is a string? I don't think I did. I shouldn't have to say that. Type over for J in range test string. The string object cannot be interpreted as an integer. Oop, where did I jack up at? Let's fix it. Alright, let's see. We got test cases. That's an integer. Input. Boom. For I in range, test cases, test string, we got the input, index, here. Are we in the right area? Yes. For J in range. Oh, okay. I see where I messed up. I have to do the length of this because L is for length. So you return the number of items in a container. I didn't return the number of items in the thing, so that's my bad. Anyway, for elements in range of the test string, we're getting the length of it. So we have to return what's in it, which I didn't do. Now we're doing it. If the element is even, add it to the test string on this side, else let's try it again. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't work? What do you mean we got a wrong answer? What happened? Output rank. What did I jack up now? Let's run through it. Oh, do I have to move this over? Python. The thing about Python is that since you don't have the brackets for JavaScript, you have to make sure that white space, that everything is lined up correctly or it will throw an error. Let's run it again. What's wrong now? To rank. We got rank coming out. Let's see. If J is even, then we have even index in the test string. Else, we have the odd, the test string. We're printing this format. We have the even index. We have the odd index. Am I out of my range? I shouldn't be. Is this? Let's see if everything's in here. The test, int. This is good. This is in range. Test cases. Test string. Input. This is even. This is odd. This is... We're not inside. Gah! That's the only thing about this situation is that you have to be inside. What's wrong now? Where am I at? Am I not lined up for what we got? Do some more HackerRank challenges? Come do them. Let's see. For I in range, where are we at? Okay, so this is here. We have integer. This is here. We have the test cases. This is test string. We have our input, which that's a string. We have even. We have odd. The 4 is inside of here. Maybe we should move it up. No, we don't have to do that. J in range. Len test string. If J equals 2, even, we're adding that. Else, we have that. We're printing that side, that's on there, that's spelled right. We have even, we have odd. Am I outside of the, where am I at? Really? Oh, white spaces. Okay, so obviously I wasn't in the right scope here. I was printing. Python is just, when you list everything, it has to be like, this is nested inside of this, and this is nested inside of this. So this should be nested in here so that it can print everything that's included. If you put it outside, then it's printing not all of it. Whatever. Anywho, we did the problem. So basically, this was the input. It was 2. They typed in the word hacker and rank, and we were able to divide it up to the even on this side, the odd on that side. That's the output that we got. Let's submit it and make sure that it passed all the tests. Yay! All right. That was crazy, guys. Oh, look! I got another star. Yay! Thanks, because that was rough.